Hi there, this is John of John's Little Car Bits RC, and I'm sorry I haven't made that many videos about building my car for the big competition that's coming up, but here it is, so I'll show you what it is. Mate, I've got a good friend and niece painted the body for me. It's got a Reef 99 servo. It's got these RC all-wheel drive axles, which I've had loads of problems with, snapping the dog bones. When they come, the screws have been thread locked into within an inch of their life. And when I did contact RC all-wheel drive, they said they've changed that now, and it wasn't thread locked in. They said they'd use some sort of, I don't know, glue I suppose. So yeah, but I think they're good little axles, but there's been a few things let them down. I've got these, I can't even remember what they call the shocks. The shocks off of a FTX, an FTX. I've got 4 of them. Ken RC Crab Works, RC Crawling Crab made me the links. They are Gladiators length links. These are Endura drive shafts. I've got a Komodo motor. Do you know what it is? My mind's gone a blank. I still don't know what this receiver is. It's a made for Noble RB4, NB4 cheap battery, which I think actually came out of the FTX I got. No, didn't it? Came out of me 6-wheel drive Atlas. Yeah, that's where it came from. That's where the battery came from, out of my Atlas. Endura tyres on the front, Endura stamped steel beadlock wheels. I suppose you've got to have a bit of bling, haven't you? Little Guy Racing LGRP Trail King MTs on the back. What else? I printed the chassis, I printed the rails, printed the all the brackets, all the bits in the middle. Like I printed the skid plate. I think that about covers it really, to be honest. I haven't done much driving it because I haven't had much time, because between family and work, and I'm not very good at getting on with stuff. Well, I am, but just not what I'm supposed to be doing, because there comes my next problem with me micro LCG challenge. Micro LCG King challenge. Like micro low centre of gravity King challenge. Well, this bit competition I'm in, which I'm probably going to lose badly, but we'll see. My problem is, why I was building this and having a bit think about this, I've now got a bit of a problem with what to do, because I've also built this, which is basically about £100 worth in money. £100. That's what it's cost me to build that. I don't think the servo's real. I don't think it's a proper Emax servo. I think it's like a cheap rip-off. And everything on it's Endura. I printed the wheels, I printed the cage. So I've got that now, deciding whether to actually enter this into the competition or this one that's cost us a lot of money. But then while I was building this and still waiting for that, I managed to build this, which I like as well, which I think would do well in the challenge, because these are both, that there's got the Fury Tech. Well, it's got the whole Fury Tech motor and ESC. It's got a Lizard ESC in it and everything. This one's got these FTX motors in, which aren't fast, but they're pretty smooth and they're pretty reliable. So I'm having a real problem with what to do. Like I say, this one, I do like this one a lot now. Like I say, there's probably, in all fairness, there's about between, I think, the 90 and £100. I think the dearest thing on this car is the battery, and the battery probably came with me RC 4-wheel drive 24 scale thing up there. And by the way, you probably guessed I'm not very good with the names of things, but then I'm old, I've got an excuse. Yeah, so I quite like these two. This one I built. No, that one I built to test the brass wheels. No, this one I built to see what the brass wheels were like. And these brass wheels mean you can basically do away with everything else brass on it because they weigh enough all by themselves. But then you're getting into the, what they call it, rotating weight. You don't need rotating weight, you want unsprung, unmoving weight. Which, to be honest, I don't understand all the ins and outs of competition car building because I've never done it before. But there's a first time for everything. But like I say, I've now ended up with 3 cars, one of which didn't cost a fortune. It cost a few quid. And I've ended up with these 2 cheap ones that I like a lot. So I now don't know what to do. Oh, and the radio I would use would be my Noble NB4. Only because I can't use me Futaba, because the receivers on them are a bit big to try and cram inside some of these cars. So I don't know. But like, basically all I've got to do with this one is put a couple of bits of electronics in it and it'll work. This one's fully working. Like I say, it hasn't got the smoothness, I suppose, of the Furytech system, but what it has got is it hasn't cost much and it works. It genuinely works. And I now know why Sinister RC? Yeah, I'm crap at this. I think it's Sinister RC. Sinister Customs RC. Well, anyway, the other lad. I now know why he's put Julies on the front and the back, because it gives you like a lot of grip and a lot of stability. But there you go. So like I say, I'm sorry I didn't make more videos and build logs. But at the end of the day, I have got a car that I can use, which is probably going to be the one that I originally built for it. But I don't know. So there you go, that's what I've got. Not I've got one, I have got one. I've got one car that I built for the competition. But I've got 2 more that I built while I was having a bit of think about what I was building. And now I've ended up with 3. Don't know. But either way, at the end of the day, I will have a car for the competition. I will. So, like I say, wait and see what happens next. I've built the car. And then see what happens. But I am pleased with this one. But yeah, I am. But anyway, thanks for listening. I'm sorry if I've waffled on like some lunatic who doesn't know what he's talking about, who can't remember the name of anything or anybody. But like I say, you'll all be old one day. Get used to it. Ta-da now. Bye now. See you later.